Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's live stream. Thanks for joining. Please, can we share the link with family and friends so everyone will be here? Because today we are talking about an opportunity to move. Oh, okay. I want to ensure I can hear myself. Let me try to mute what is open. Yeah. Okay. I found it. All right. I hope we are good. Okay. I found it. I don't know why I can hear myself. Okay, great. All right. Sorry about that. Thanks for joining. So, we are going to go ahead to bring up an agency that is specializing in bringing people into the UK on this visa. All right. So, if you're having issues with knowing whether you qualify for the visa, knowing the eligibility criteria, and everything applying for the visa, we have people here that is going to assist with this. So if you want to move to the UK, you stumbled on the right live stream. All right, this is a live stream. So feel free to ask your questions. You can use the live chat if you have questions. And if you just have contributions, everything you want to say, it's a live stream. So you're free to interact with us. So you can drop that in the live chat. All right. So please share the link with your family and friends. Share the link with everyone. Let them get to join us. All right. Can we please do that? This is one live stream that nobody should miss. So please share the link with them. So right now we're going to be bringing up our guests. Okay, our guest is going to be joining us now. So you are going to hear directly from them. They're going to tell you everything about this visa to the UK and everything you need to know about it. So please just stay tuned. We're going to try to be fast and bring you all the important information. All right. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Can we please hit that like button? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can be seeing more videos from me. All right. All right. So let us bring up our guests. All right, so you're live now. Thanks
Hi,
for
Jackie.
joining the channel. Thanks for joining. It's so good to have you join today. So please introduce yourself to my audience. Let them get to know you and the agency that you represent.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you for inviting me, first of all. So, I'm working here as head of operations for Team Jinee, and we excel in building in successful pathways for global immigration. As I think you have been discussing here, today we are here to discuss around folks who are facing issues in someone who would like to move to UK with a PR as their end goal, or someone who's stuck with visa situation in UK. So that's going to be something I think we are going to cover as a part of our discussion.
All right, thank you so much. Please, for the purpose of the audience, because we have people joining from all around the world with different accents and everything. So if you can just speak a little bit slower so everyone can get to understand you.
Sure, sure, sure.
All right, so let us start by talking about this visa pathway to the UK. I can already see questions, people asking, is it the care route? In case you don't know, the care route is coming to an end July 22nd if you're outside of the UK. So we can't be talking about that. It has, ran its course, it's over. Let's look at what the UK government is really looking at, and that is the global talent visa. This is the next big thing in the UK, the Global Talent Visa. So please let us know, what is the Global Talent Visa?
Okay, so I'll give you a small introduction about GTV, as we call it, Global Talent Visa. It's a prestigious immigration pathway which was introduced in 2020, designed to attract exceptional professionals across digital tech, academia, research, arts, and culture. Unlike employee-sponsored visas, GTV offers a complete freedom to work, switch jobs, freelance, or start your own business without needing a job offer or minimum salary. It's aimed at individuals who are either established leaders or show strong potential to become leaders. So there are two pathways. Either you can go for exceptional talent if you have less than, or if you have more than 5 years of work experience, or you can go for exceptional promise if you have less than 5 years, or in fact more as well. But if you are in the field of technology for less than 5 years, this visa offers a fast track route to PR as well, permanent residency. So for exceptional talent, it's as little as 3 years. For exceptional promise, it's around 5 years, and then you can apply for PR. The process begins with you applying for endorsement by an expert body. So for all the fields which we have discussed, there are different endorsement bodies. You need to go for endorsement based on some achievements like awards, innovation, media recognition, publications, impact. Once endorsed, applicants can then apply for their visa process on UK visa website.
Okay, that's great. So it's for people that even though you have 5 years of experience, you can still apply for the global talent visa.
Yes.
Okay, can someone apply with 1 year experience? 1 year.
Yes, if they show a promised talent in their field, if they say that okay,
Okay.
they have done some publications, they have been doing in some cutting edge work, and if they choose in the right path and right strategy, they are eligible for applying in this field under exceptional promise pathway.
Okay, so now you have talked about who the visa is meant for. You've also mentioned the eligibility and the two scenarios, the two routes, the exceptional talent and exceptional promise, right? So,
Correct.
can you please say again what exactly is the difference between the exceptional talent and the exceptional promise?
Uh, Exceptional talent requires evidence of major achievements like international awards or media coverage and can lead to permanent residence in 3 years. This route is usually meant for folks who are already in the leadership position, who have already done so much, and then they can directly go for exceptional talent by just providing insufficient evidence of the work they have done, the impact which came out of it, and how it has been in significant to the nation, and how this is not limited to just a period of 5, 6, 7 months. They have been doing this for quite some time. For
Okay.
exceptional promise route, this suits for professionals with the emerging recognition. As you've said, someone who has 1 or 2 years of experience, but they have been doing some good work. And this route typically leads to settlement or PR in 5 years.
Okay. Okay. That's amazing. All right. So, how about the endorsing bodies? Which endorsing
So,
bodies handle applications?
yeah. It depends on your field of study, of the field of not study, I would say work. So there are multiple endorsement bodies. Uh, there are in total 6 endorsement bodies. Depends on which field you are coming in from. So if you are going for science field, you need to go for Royal Society. For humanities, the British Academy. For engineering, Royal Academy of Engineering. For arts and culture, Arts Council England. For research, it's UKRI, and then for digital tech, it's Technician. So all of these bodies, the pathway would be you need to get endorsed by these bodies. Either you have a major significant award, then you can directly apply for GTV. If you do not have a major significant award, then you need to go and get endorsed with these bodies. There are some criteria on which you'll get endorsed, and once these bodies says that okay, we are endorsing, let's say Shubham or Jackie, then you can go and apply for your GTV visa.
Okay. All right. So, for the layman out there that has never applied before and is just joining and hearing about the global talents for the first time, right? So, when we're mentioning the endorsing bodies, you did mention roles in science, humanities, engineering, arts and culture, research, and digital technology. So someone may be wondering, where do I fall under? I remember when I posted the first video about the global talent visa about 4 days ago or so. Someone did
Yeah.
ask if there are certain role fell under arts and okay. The person asked what roles are under arts and culture. So I know you can't mention everything, right? But can you please give us like a little bit of roles? Just mention some so people can understand. Like when you say
Okay.
science, what kind of roles under science? Humanities, what kind of roles under humanities? Yeah.
Understood. Yeah. So to give you some examples here, Jackie, let's say you're in core engineering field, you're somewhere around mechanical engineer, you're as a part of core engineering and science, then you'll go under role societies. If you're from a tech-led field, let's say if you're working on AI, cutting edge machine learning, those kind of fields, if you are working with a tech-oriented company, tech-based product, then you'll go under digital technologies. If you're an artist, let's say you're performing arts or then working in some kind of art-related field, you'll go under arts and culture. Similarly,
Yeah.
if you are in research background, you are a PhD holder, and if you are solely doing some research work, you'll go under UKRI, which is another endorsement body. Similarly for other bodies as well.
Okay. Yes. All right. Okay. So I also want to point out that I know someone, a personal friend of mine that moved to the UK under the Global Talent Visa, and she is a fashion designer. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, fashion designers can apply for this as well.
Yeah, they can go, they can apply, and probably for them, endorsement body would be Arts Council England. But they'll need to prove in what kind of designs they've developed, what kind of commercial success and new ideas they've created, and how they are bringing in the impact in this fashion field in which they're working.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's talk about the evidence requirements. What is the mandatory criterion everyone must meet across board?
So uh, there have been few things in terms of criteria. There usually I'll break it down into two parts. There are some mandatory requirements, which is letter of recommendation. So you need three letter of recommendation from proven talented or from excellent individuals or talented individual in the field in which you are applying. So those three letter of recommendations are mandatory, which should showcase that how do they know you, what kind of work you have done, and why you should get a GP, in what terms you are an exceptional. Apart from those three letter of recommendations checking, there are four optional criteria. And out of those four optional criteria, you need to satisfy at least two out of those four. So, four optional criteria are: one is media recognition, where evidence about your work has been there in some reputable media house. Then awards or significant contribution, prizes or sector changing or industry impacting kind of work. Then you can also go for original contributions or impact, something new and innovative which you have done, creating new products or breakthroughs, and then you need to prove through like what kind of products you have created and how can you prove in the commercial success or breakthrough of those products. And finally, academic and commercial impact, proof of your work which generated influence, revenue, or a widespread adoption. So these are the four criteria: media recognition, awards, innovation, and academic or commercial impact.
Okay. So what are the optional criteria?
So these are four criteria. Now, these four are optional criteria, but you'll need to have at least two out of those four.
Okay,
So
so out
all
of the four, we should have
yeah,
two.
yeah, yes, you'll need to
Okay,
at least
so
satisfy criteria.
okay. So let me mention the four criteria you spoke about. So you said media recognition. And this
Correct.
media recognition, my friend that applied for this, the media recognition she got was that she had her designs were published by, she was in Nigeria, she's a Nigerian, by the way. So her designs were published in like local newspapers like Bella Niger and places like that. And then number two you mentioned is awards or significant contributions. You also mentioned innovation and then academic or commercial impact. So if someone can meet two of these, that means they are good to apply for this visa.
Right. Correct. So now, in
Okay.
terms of these things, Jackie, uh,
Yeah.
there might be direct evidence which can be there for media recognition that your work has been presented in some kind of magazine or a newsletter or a media house. There are some letter of recommendation again comes into play for these criteria. So let's say if we are talking about innovation, a letter of recommendation can also be supporting evidence for this optional criteria.
Okay. Letter of recommendation.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. So building and submitting the evidence, what are the requirements for the letters of recommendation?
Okay, so for letter of recommendations, there are three letter of recommendations which are usually required as a mandatory kind of thing. So they must be from senior experts in your field, someone who can be easily proven that they hold in some significance in the field which you are applying for. It should be on an official letterhead. Uh, it should be signed in within a period of 3 months whenever you are applying. So it should not be too much, I would say, outdated. It should be a latest one. It should also include in the contact details, email address, and some references for the person who's giving you this letter of recommendation. So, in case if your endorsement society will need to go and verify the information, they can contact the person. And the main thing about the content, it should mention in or it should describe your achievements, leadership or promise, which kind of talent you are going, which kind of division you are going for, and explain why you'll benefit the youth.
Okay. So, for example, if I am a performing artist, so I should meet a more prominent performing artist to write a recommendation letter for me.
Correct.
That is basically what it means.
Yes. So yeah. So if let's say if as you are in this field, finding in this letter of recommendation is not very hard. That's what I've seen from my experience. We have been doing this for quite some time now. So it's all about building some good connections, and there also will help you with these things as well. We're finding in the right persons who can help you with these letter of recommendations. Probably will ask you to build connections and exactly what to write, how to write. Will guide you there, so you don't need to worry much about it. So you'll get this guided support and structures on those kind of things.
Okay, since you have mentioned the guidance now, I see questions people asking what is the name of the agency, how can they reach you? So let's just talk about that before we go further to answer other questions.
Okay. So our name here, the name of our agency is GenieGreenCard.com. Uh, we provide a supported roadmap for UK Global Talent Visa in terms of uh, providing in profile evaluation, personalized roadmap. So you can reach out to us over support at the rate geniegreencard.com. You should mention Jack in your subject email so that you'll get a free consultation with us where we'll build a personalized roadmap. We'll identify what are the areas where you already have a strength, what are the requirements for your profile, which track you are best suited for, exceptional talent or exceptional promise, and most importantly, what's missing in your profile. So we'll provide you strategic mentorship and endorsement guidance. We'll help you with evidence collections. We'll set you on the right path.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you for pointing that out. So that answers all the questions we're having in the live chat. Okay, so to continue speaking about the requirements, so you did mention that if you don't have media coverage, that the reference letter will supplement that, right? Just to confirm.
Sorry, Jackie, I lost you for a minute. Could you please repeat that last one?
Okay, sorry about that. So I wanted to confirm, right? If someone does not have media coverage, the letter of recommendation is going to replace that, right?
Right. So if let's say you're working in a field which is very confidential, let's take an example of a scientist who's working on developing in something, some drugs, medical drugs. He can't publish his work. He can't go in a media outlet, and his work can't be published because it is confidential.
Yes.
In those cases as well, you can bring in a letter of recommendation, proving in first thing is you'll need to say that why your work can't go in a media coverage, why it was not covered. So proving in the confidentiality of things, and then covering the story of what the work which you have done, why is it worthy of press, and why is it exceptional.
Okay. Okay, that clears it up. Okay, so how can they prepare their evidence for portfolio?
In terms of evidence preparation, Jackie, there are few things in terms of what you'll need to do. So basically, I'll also explain you the process of applying for GP. So first, you'll need to go sign up on UK Visa website. You'll need to apply for GTV. Now, within next 15 days, you'll need to go and apply for your endorsement board. You'll need to submit in all the relevant evidence, those letter of recommendation, 1,000 word summary around your profile, that what you have done, why do you deserve this, the kind of work which you have done, and stating in everything in limited to 1,000 words. Then attaching in those exceptional, those recommendation letters, putting in extra proof of the four optional criteria which you were talking about, at least satisfying two of them. Now, for you, the journey is more like that. Before applying for GTV, you should prep this because you won't get enough time in those 15 days to get everything ready. And if you don't apply within those 15 days, your request would be cancelled. Then you'll need to reapply for it again. So it's all about building that evidence in a structured guidance, in a proper set of templates, defining in what's to be done, getting proper guidance and structure on these are different templates which you should follow. These are mandatory three things as we were talking about. Your letter of recommendation should cover in How should the recommender know you? What are the kind of exceptional ability and why they are impressed you, and why they are recommending you for global talent visa. So these are the kind of things which you need to be covered under your letter of recommendation. For other items, let's say for media recognition, you can directly bring in those news articles, or yeah, if it's a physical one, you can bring in a picture of it. If it's a digital one, a link and a screenshot from the website, or a link from the website, or a PDF from the website would be sufficient. For academic publication, if you have done some academic publication or research, you need to bring in and attach in the research papers which you have published. Similarly, on the other notes of things, for innovations, you need to bring in some letter of recommendation proving in that the work which you have done was innovative. And then if you can bring in some stats from your company data or from your product data, that how was it successful, why was it successful, and how you can prove it. So that becomes easy to put it in a formal set of templates and then pass it on to endorsement body for an approval.
Okay.
Now, once your endorsement body approves in all the evidences and they see you fit for GTV, you'll get an approval within 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Usually it's 6 to 8 weeks, but we have seen that it'll come. They are pretty fast, so they'll give you some approval in 3 weeks. And once that is done, you go apply for GTV and you'll get selected. Simple. And then for as we have started our discussion with two tracks, if you are on exceptional promise, you'll need to stay in UK for somewhere around 5 years, and then you can apply for PR, permanent residency. If you are on exceptional promise track, sorry, if you are on exceptional talent, then you'll need to stay in UK for 3 years. You can then apply for permanent residency. If you are on exceptional promise, then for after 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency, PR.
Okay. Okay, that's so cool. So this global talent visa, just a few days ago, the UK government announced that they were putting in 54 million pounds into bringing in foreign talent to the UK through this global talent visa. So this visa is one that you should really focus on. So while they're trying to phase out some visas, you can now see the visa that the UK is really interested in, and the global talent visa really tops that list. So now, if you're in science, humanities, engineering, arts and culture, research, and digital technology, you can apply for this global talent visa. So don't worry yourself if it sounds too much. That is why Jinee is here to help. So please feel free to reach out to Jinee. They're offering free consultation for everyone that is watching this video. So just send an email to support@jineegreencard.com, and in the subject put in Jackie. When you're sending an email, there's a subject. So just write in Jackie in the subject so they know you're from here, so you can have access to the free consultation. So there's this other question that people usually want to ask, very important, because we have people that are married, people that have children, and obviously they want to move abroad with their family. And since this visa in only 3 years or 5 years, you can apply for permanent residency. So people want to know, can they move with their family?
Yes, so you can enroll your dependents onto this visa. You can enroll your spouse and your children on this visa, and it's pretty easy to. You just need to pay some extra fee for every person, every dependent you are bringing in, and then you'll need to pay a healthcare fee as well for every person. I think it's around somewhere around £1,066 per person per year. Okay, there is a healthcare fee, and for filing in this application, it will be in total of 766 pounds, which you'll need to pay for each person. So that's it. And another thing, Jack, which I've seen is that global talent visa, like folks might be asking themselves a doubt that, okay, are we eligible? Are we talented enough to go for this visa? But while it
Yes.
looks, the name itself looks very big, and the kind of criteria which I've said, they might also not resonate with you in a very direct fashion. But with
Yes.
this with the proper guidance and proper support structure which you'll get with us, it's very easy to crack in. So I see this as a very easy and a good initiative from UK government, where they can retain in good folks, where they can bring in exceptional talent, and they have made the journey very smooth. So this is very easy to crack in. Just you need some time, support, and guidance, and then a proper, I would say, formal set of evidences just to proving that you are exceptional talent, and some letter of recommendation. So it's not that hard. I should suggest in folks who are considering either moving to UK or converting. If you are in UK and you are stuck with some jobs where you don't want to, you're getting paid less, or if you'd like to probably uh, switch to a more open kind of environment where you have freedom to choose in what you would like to do, this is a very good route which you should opt in for.
Definitely, definitely. So you guys have heard it. You can qualify for this. Okay, it's very easy visa, and you don't need a job offer. All right, unlike the skilled worker visa where you need to get an employer to sponsor your visa, here you don't need a job to move to the UK to apply for this visa. You don't need a job offer, so no applying for jobs and all of that, because that's like the hardest part of moving to the UK for work. So you don't need a job offer, but when you are in the UK, you can get a job. You can work for an employer on this visa. Okay, so let's know. Let's hear from you. What kind of work can you do once you have this visa? When you get to the UK, can you work? Can you start a business? Let us know.
Yes. So, Jackie, you'll have freedom to do anything and everything. You can work for any employer. You can do freelance activity. You can go on multiple contracts at once, and you don't even need to report it to home office. That's the good thing. So, even if you're doing a job change, you don't need to report it. Even if you're going for a study, academia purpose, if you're getting selected, you're good to go. You don't need to show that sponsorship and those kind of things. You can also go for your own business as well. So if someone is planning to go for their own startup or would like to run a business, this is also a perfect route for them. So there's a lot of freedom which you are going to get in with this visa. Another good thing, as you were mentioning, folks can apply for a GTV even if they are not in UK. So they can apply in from outside based on the credentials which they have gathered over the years, and just redrafting them in an impactful evidence in a structured manner, and that's it. And you can apply for it.
Okay, there's a question here. Someone is asking, what is the age limit to apply for the visa?
Uh, so I think it should be somewhere around 20 plus. There's no age limit in such. It's all about gathering in some experience, putting in some. If you have 2, 3, 4 years of experience, you'll automatically be about 20 plus. There's no particular age limit for this, but you'll just need to prove in your exceptional talent and promise. This is a skill-based visa, not an age-based visa. If you're talented, if you're
Hmm.
skilled, you will apply for it.
Okay. And then let me take this. Let's take this last question before we go. Someone is asking, I'm from a third world country. Am I
Okay.
eligible?
Yes, the country, there's no restriction for a country. If you're talented, you can be talented at anywhere in the world. So there's no restriction if you're in third world or fourth world country. If you're talented, if you have skill set, if you're in the right support, if you get right support, you can always be selected for GTV.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so everyone can apply from all nationalities. You can apply for this visa. There is no age limit. You don't need a job offer. You don't also need language requirement, right? There is no IELTS needed for this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so no
So
IELTS needed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
Okay,
no
so
limit. Uh, there's
yeah.
no limit for you'll just need to prove in uh, so basically it's about putting in the work in a right fashion. Everyone is doing something here and there. They don't know how to structurize it into a proper evidence and how to frame it in right sentence so that it can go out and be an evidence for their profile.
Okay. All right, that's amazing. Thank you so much for the information. I guess we have enough to work with. So, if you're interested in the Global Talent Visa, please feel free to reach out to Jinee. All the information about Jinee is in the description box below. It's all there. Let me add it. Let me add some to the screen right now so you can see it. Let me put their email on the screen. Everything is in the description box. So, the email is support@jineegreencard.com, right? So please send an email and get free consultation. Support at jineegreencard.com. All right, they're offering free consultation to everyone watching this. So you must add Jackie to the subject of your email so they know you're from here. All right. So it's free consultation just for those watching this. All right. From those from the channel. So make sure you add Jackie in the subject. And also you can visit the website www.geniegreencard.com. All right. And they have other social media handles. So check out the links in the description box to reach out to them. All right. Don't forget the email is support@geniegreencard.com. So reach out to them and they're going to help you with everything you need about the Global Talent Visa from start to finish. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Shobham. Thank you so much for coming to the channel. I hope you will be joining us again soon.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Jackie. And guys, also don't forget to follow Jackie. She has been doing in some good work. So support and follow Jackie as well. Keep an eye on whatever she's enrolling out. It'll be helpful for everyone.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. So you all heard from him. Subscribe to the channel so you can be seeing more information like this. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining. We appreciate you all. So all the links, like I said, are in the description box below. So reach out to Jinee if you want to apply for the Global Talent Visa. Even if you want to know, do I qualify? It starts from there. You may be wondering, do I qualify? Reach out to them and have the free consultation. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let us see you next time. All
Everyone,
right.
thank
Thanks for joining.
you. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Mr. Shubham. So good to have you here with us today. Thank you so much.
You.
All right,
Bye.
everyone. Thank
Have a good
you.
day.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.